I would like to tell you a little story about the Lady Geeks. A story about growth, evolution, collaboration, and transformation of learning that we hope changes the face of education. I'm Katie Regan, and that's Sherry Sloan, and we are the Lady Geeks. Sherry and I are both educators who share the same passion for students, learning, and technology, and not just technology, but what it can do for our students, and how much closer it can bring us to our students. When we met, we realized that we shared the same passion, and that made us instant friends and instant collaborators. We pushed each other, challenged each other, and wanted to bring the best out of each other to bring back to the classroom.
It's what the kids are interested in learning, and that's what you go with. Right, Alice?
Absolutely.
And that's one of the reasons we, when we got together with Alice to talk about what we were all passionate about, we found out that what we were passionate about was passion for wanting to learn more. I mean, you, all three of us, I'm sure, are up until midnight, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, clicking and clacking away on our computers, learning more and ingesting more because we love it. And that's what we want our students to do. So,
our collaborative relationship has completely affected our classroom, and the effect that it has had on our students is completely undeniable. What we've been able to accomplish in the classroom has really amazed us, and in a humble way. What has inspired us has not been technology, but our students' growth, our students' achievement, and our students' success. Our students have inspired us to want more for them. They've inspired us to want more for kids everywhere and to change our teaching philosophy. They inspired us to work together and collaborate with people from all over the world to solve educational issues, to create student-centered, engaging classrooms, and to provide a learning environment where students can grow. We wanted to bring an environment to education where it was perfectly acceptable to be wrong. Because when we're wrong, we can learn. Kurt Vonnegut said, "We have discovered that that writing allows even a stupid person to seem halfway intelligent, if only that person will write the same thought over and over again, improving it just a little bit each time. It is a lot like inflating a blimp with a bicycle pump. Anyone can do it. All it takes is time." When I introduced this quote to my students, they'd be like, "Why are you calling us stupid?" No, I'm not calling you stupid. I'm telling you that it's okay to make mistakes, and we're going to grow from them. But it's going to take some time. Oops. The flipped classroom seemed like a perfect strategy to help our students achieve these goals of growth. The flipped classroom is an instructional strategy that provides content outside of the course, where they learn the basic materials of the course outside the classroom, but the content is provided by the teacher. When the students are together with the teacher in the classroom, now the teacher can spend a lot more time with students one-on-one in small groups, and it allows the teacher to be able to differentiate and really get to know the students. The flipped classroom allowed us to know our students in ways that it wasn't possible before. It gave us the time to really understand our students as individual learners. This is a perfect example of how we were able to leverage technology to really work together with students. We were able to give them an environment where they were able to drive their own learning, where we supported them and provided resources along the way. We went from being a sage on the stage to the guide on the side. They had the room to breathe, to grow, to inquire, and explore. And when they struggled, we taught them to encourage each other. We taught them to support each other's growth. And we taught them to be there every step of the way. Through technology like Google Docs and Google Apps, our students learn to share the writing process, and they learn to support each other. They learned to give really good feedback and to take constructive criticism. In the collaborative research project you see here, students were asked to really question the world around them, to inquire, to research, to write, to revise, and they did this all collaboratively. I got to spend my time meeting with students, guiding them, giving them really incredible feedback during class. I spent a lot of time with them one-on-one and in small groups. They had the room to build their leadership skills and to deal with conflict. And I was there to guide them, but they were driving their own learning. Last year we met Connecticut teacher Dave, and through our collaborative relationship with him, we were able to create an online learning environment for his students in Connecticut and our students in New York, where they came together and collaborated. But what was really awesome about working together, we met over Google Hangouts, and when we worked together to plan assessments and activities and work on and trying to engage our students and motivate them more, we realized how important that process was to us, because this process made us so much better as teachers, and we were able to bring that back to our students and give them not only our best, but Sherry's best and Dave's best all together. And really, it was an incredible experience. And at the end of one of our units, we were able to have a Google Hangout with our students outside of class. This really motivated them. It was called a Socratic Circle. And I had some students in my class, and he had some students in his class write literary analysis on Steinbeck's Of Mice and Men. And then they were required to present those analysis findings to each other on a Google Hangout. All of the other students in our classes were watching live at 8 o'clock at night and in a little chat room that was moderated by Sherry. This is just an example of Michaela.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and I'm in 10th grade, and my literary device was diction. Diction is the choice and use of words and phrases in speech and writing, or the style of enunciation in speaking or singing. In Of Mice and Men, John Steinbeck develops the theme of friendship by diction, using dialect of the period and making his characters be very believable by the ways they say things. Diction in this novel illustrates the bond between Lenny and George. The characters are expressing themselves naturally.
I got to watch this one grow for 4 years, and what she was able to accomplish was so incredibly amazing. She was so shy, and now she's showing the world what she knows. Through the support of our professional network on Twitter, Sherry was able to incorporate a 20% learning project in her classroom this year. A 20% learning project is when students spend about 20% of their time learning what they want to learn, learning what inspires them. So they were asked to do all of the research, and they were asked to do the writing and collaborating and then presenting their findings, but they were motivated by what inspired them, and she was able to guide them along the way. And the community that we have built around ourselves has really pushed us to explore and to push the boundaries of what education looks like and what it did look like and what we think it needs to be. And through our podcast, not only do we want to share our passion for students learning in technology and what it can do, but we want to feature other geeks or other teachers from all around the world who are doing outstanding and amazing things, who keep inspiring us every single day. And through our relationship, I can say that without a doubt, I would not be the teacher and educator that I am today, because at the end of the day, we are better together.